You have made it to Tyndall's Collectible Trading Cards on YouTube. I am your host, Dustin, and today we are going to be opening 5 boxes of these Pieces of the Past 2026 One-Time Series 1 edition. These are hobby boxes. We've got 2 packs per box, 2 relics per box, and 1 relic per pack. Thought I messed that up. I was like, thought that said 2 relics per box, 1 relic per box. I have never opened these before. I am super excited to get these opened. These boxes actually came inside of the 4th of July 250th anniversary box that I received from superbreaksports.com. By the way, while I'm opening this first box, if you want to get yourself some product like this, visit superbreaksports.com/Tyndalls. Use my discount code Tyndalls and you will receive 10% off your order. I believe that is good for anything other than the monthly subscription boxes. I don't think you get it on the monthly, but of course you can try it. I did get 10% off of that 250th anniversary box that I got. If you have not watched that video, I would recommend taking a look at that, and you'll kind of get to see what that was about. Alright, these look freaking awesome already. So let's see what we are going to get. I'm going to move some of those off camera for a minute. Let's see. So this part looks different. So 2026 One-Time Series 1 edition. And then on the pack, it says 2025 Pieces of the Past 9-year edition. 1 relic per pack. And then we got that one. I'm guessing, you know what? Let's just open all these freaking boxes real quick, and then we'll have our pack so we can just start ripping these things. So let me get these things open real quick, and we will just get right into the rip as soon as I get these things open. So all the packs look like that. Oh man, they're all kind of different actually. That is super cool. So the packs look, this is 2024. You know what? Since it's going to be that way, let's not do that. What I first was talking about, let's just get this thing ripped. Okay. These are the packs I don't like because the card, I believe, is just sitting inside here. So you got to be very careful on how you open this so you don't tear the card up. Hopefully you don't. Let's see. My card is down there. I don't want to do that. Okay. And let's see what we got first here. So this came out of the 2025 9-year edition. This is Thomas Edison, an authentic relic. Looks like a newspaper clipping probably. Thomas Edison. That is cool. I'll add that to the collection. I do not plan on really selling many of these Pieces of the Past unless it's somebody I completely have no idea who it is and like I don't really want the card or whatever. But most of the time I do plan on keeping these. Let's do this next pack. And the card is up there. I really do not like using scissors. It is pretty nerve-wracking, to be honest. But I don't know what else to do because I don't want to tear the card up when I'm opening it. Let's see what we got. We have a triple relic. That is freaking awesome. We got Washington, George Washington, Franklin, and Jefferson. That is way cool. I really like that. Triple relic. These look like they're all newspaper clippings. 500 barrels, Brainerd and Dairy Salt, Brainerd again. Yeah, that's super cool though. You have received an authentic relic card. George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, and Thomas Jefferson. Way cool. Okay. We are rolling. I always wonder where these relics come from, because to me, this just looks like they could have torn that out of any kind of newspaper. I feel like most likely that's what's happened. Okay, that was of the Pieces of the Past. It looks like, I don't know which edition that is. Let's get into this next one here. And there is our card. Can I actually, like... Oh, I guess I can do that. Man, look how... Yeah, that's not going to work. Let's not do that. Okay. This is the 2025 9-year edition. Man, I hate using scissors. Okay. This one looks freaking awesome. Dang, that's cool. Okay. We got Theodore Roosevelt, George Washington again, Thomas Jefferson, and Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton. Authentic quad relic. This one is a little different. That's cool. That looks like an autograph type of thing or something, maybe. Then we got like our newspaper stuff there, probably glued to the card. That's way cool. Okay, you have received an authentic quad relic. That is original newspapers, original handwritten letters. That's what the one kind of looks like. Time period manuscripts, documents, land grants, books, tickets that were attributed to the subject on the front of this card. Dang, this is a really nice card. I really like this one. Definitely keeping that one for sure. I'll let you know on here if I'm going to list any of these. Look at that. See how I just messed that freaking corner up? I don't know if you saw that, but I just messed my corner up there. That stinks. I should have freaking trimmed the... Okay. Alright. I should have trimmed that corner first. Oh, okay. That's rough. Alright, there we go. Dang, that card is way cool. Let me put this one in a top loader real quick. I'm going to pull a few top loaders out. I got a new stack of top loaders this past weekend, so that is way good. Okay. We are rolling pretty good here now. Maybe this thing's pretty tight. Okay, there we go. Protected. Awesome. I'm going to put this one like front and center here. That's freaking awesome. Okay. Way cool. Super cool. Let's see what we got in this one. This one, 2024 Pieces of the Past, 1 relic per pack. This is a little bit older one here. Okay, here we go. We're going to cut. We're going to make the cut. Let me know in the comments. Like, I know a bunch of you guys open this kind of stuff maybe regularly or semi-regularly. You probably maybe don't do sports or whatever, but let me know in the comments, have you ever cut one of these freaking cards that's inside of this? I wish they'd put these like in some kind of protection inside of this. That would be way nice if they would do that, but who knows. Okay, we have George Washington, and that is another authentic relic. We're going to only be pulling relics today, obviously, as per the boxes. This one's super cool, though. Newspaper clipping. I wish it would give you more detailed information on what exactly that is. But obviously it is a freaking newspaper clipping. But yeah, that is way cool there too. I really like this one. This one's more of like a glossy card too, which is really nice. So anything like George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, that kind of stuff, I'm probably going to be keeping because I'm really into that. But yeah. You know what? Let me see this here. I don't like having all these little pieces of, but, and these scissors are ultra dull. I feel like that made it worse. Let's see. I don't know. No, that's a little bit better, actually. Okay, that's nice. This card barely fits in this, though. And then the only bad thing with that is, see now, that corner. I don't know what else I could have done. I don't like that. Let me take this back out. That's not gonna work for me personally. I don't know how else you do it, but I guess if I put it in a top loader, I don't like it. Let's take it back out of this, man. Okay. Ugh, that's rough. Okay, hang on. There we go. I bet you some people's watching this. I'm like, oh man, what are you doing? Okay. All right. We have got it. There we go. Okay, perfect. And let's try not to mess up the relic here. Dang, I'm struggling today. It is a rough freaking... There we go. Okay, I'm not going to pull that thing back out. That's going to be top-loaded too. Let's go ahead and top-load it. Even though I've probably really messed up the surface of the card and everything. Who knows? Who knows if I get it graded. That's a really cool one, though. I really like that. Okay, let's do the next box here. 2 boxes down. We've got a triple relic, a quad relic, and then 2 just single relics of, I'm going to throw this here next to me. Okay, let's do this thing. We've got, in that box, we have got 2 packs of the same. Are these like the 2026s, or... I don't know, it doesn't really say. But, okay, that's fine. There's the card. And we're going to cut. Like so. Man, I need new scissors. Okay. Here we go. Dang, this one is way cool. John F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King Jr., and Robert Kennedy. Dang, that's way cool. More newspaper clippings. This must be, I bet you these are like a year. Well, that's like French right there. That is 2, I think. And this one is English. This relic is freaking awesome. These 2 are like French. But I wonder if these newspaper clippings are like from that time period. It should be, I feel like. That's super cool. I really like that. Yeah, that is... Look at the John F. Kennedy, or Robert Kennedy relic. That's way cool. Martin Luther King, John F. Kennedy. That's a really cool relic. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing in a sleeve here. And then this is probably gonna be one I'm gonna end up grading, honestly. So if you like seeing cards get graded and kind of get to see how we do after I've done this to them when I'm putting them in the sleeve, you can definitely tune in for that at a later time. I do have some cards being graded right now at CGC. That's normally who I use. And man, they are taking forever to get them back. I sent them March 12th of this year, and they are not even encapsulated yet. I did send them an email, and they got back to me pretty quickly. But I don't know. They definitely, they said it was going to be like, what was it? Like another freaking, I think they said like 120 business days from March 12th. That feels insane. But they said they're working on it. They said everything was fine. They responded back within a day, so that's good. And yeah, that's what it is. So I might actually sell this one. If I do, I'll make a video of the cards I listed for sale, and that way you guys can kind of know and go on there and purchase it. It's my eBay store is Tyndall's also. ebay.com/USR/Tyndall's. Okay, this one's another cool one. Oh, it's like a jumbo relic. Sandro Botticelli. That's cool. Yeah, that's way cool. I need to look this person up because I don't know who that is. But stay tuned in a minute, and we will find out more information on Sandro Botticelli. I will type that in on a search engine and find out more information on that. So if I don't know who the person is, it's really cool to get to like take a moment and kind of read more information about them. So we'll look them up here in a minute. That's freaking awesome. Okay, let's go to our next box. And then we'll see if we have any others where we don't know who that person is. Okay, there's that. I have a lot of garbage to clean up today. Okay. And we have got a 2025. And then this one. I think these might be 2026. No, those are 2025 too. Huh. This one, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to keep this one. We'll see. Okay, let's do this one next. The 9 years edition. These are actually way cool. Again, if you want to get something like this, Pieces of the Past, superbreaksports.com/Tyndall's. Oh man, that's freaking awesome. Okay. That's way cool. I haven't seen one like this yet. Charles Goodyear. Had to flip it over to see his name. Okay, that's way cool. I like this one. This one's like a portrait one. Pieces of the Past. What's that say there on the authentic relic? Okay. Yeah, they seem like they always use newspaper clippings. But that's okay. I mean, if it's from that time period, I guess. That's actually really cool. Okay. I like this card. At first, I was like, is that Abraham Lincoln? And I was like, nope, it's not. Okay, let's do the next pack here. Again, if you want to learn about some of this, maybe we'll look up Goodyear there and Sandro Botticelli. And see what they did. Okay, Albert Einstein. That's way cool. I got an Albert Einstein relic already, but from what I remember, look at that. I ran out of sleeves. I like this one more than the first one I got. So that's way cool. I got a whole nother freaking stack of sleeves here, thank goodness. And we will continue on. We all know about Albert Einstein, hopefully, so we don't have to look him up. Unless somebody comments and says, please read me a story about Albert Einstein. But we'll see. Okay. If you want me to read about Albert Einstein, I will. I don't know. But, yeah, that's way cool. This card is very cool. I like this one a lot. Too. I'm gonna put so the ones I'm top loading, definitely not planning on selling on my eBay, but the ones that I'm not top loading, those are the ones that are probably gonna get. I don't top load those until I sell them, but they do go inside of a case that's right here next to me, and then that way they're protected until they get sold. And then when I do sell them, I'll put them inside of a top loader at that time. That way I don't have like, right now I've got like 200 cards on eBay. So that way I don't have 200 top loaders sitting there too. That's in cards that haven't sold or whatever. Okay, let's see what we got in this one. This is our final box. And then we'll look up some information on these guys that I pulled that we don't know about. Dang, that one's freaking awesome. Abraham Lincoln, authentic relic. Newspaper clipping again. That's a really nice card too. I like that one a lot. Way nice. I feel like I like all of them. But I do like these. This one's like more glossy, so I'm really happy with that one. That's way nice. This one does have some issues there though. Kind of see some corner and edge damage. Probably will not grade that, but that's what that is. Okay, there you go, Abraham Lincoln. There's a really good show on Netflix about Abraham Lincoln if you haven't seen it. I think it's just called Abraham Lincoln. That would be worth checking out if you like that kind of stuff. I think I saw Albert Einstein. Yes, I did. That is way cool. Another Albert Einstein. It's almost the exact same card. That is freaking awesome. I'll take all the Albert Einsteins I can get. That is way cool. Albert Einstein, authentic relic. Way cool. Super cool. Okay, let's get him sleeved up and then put him in a top loader. So I got basically two of the same cards, but they are cool cards. I like these. Albert Einsteins I'm going to be keeping. Maybe I'll send them both in for grading and get a 10 on one of them, or a pristine. That'd be freaking awesome. If I'm really thinking about using tag or degree grading, just to see if I can get stuff back faster. But I don't know. I love CGC, and I don't know. I'm pretty loyal to them, so we'll see. I was very loyal to Beckett at one time too, and then I had to wait like 9 months to get my cards back once, and that was rough. It was not fun. And I think I only sent like one card, and I paid way extra. And then ever since then, I stopped using them. So let's see. That was a few years ago. Not anything recent. Okay, let's type in Sandro Botticelli. Okay. All right. Sandro Botticelli. Hopefully that's how you pronounce. I can't tell if that's. Does it say if Sandro Botticelli is a guy or a girl? I'm assuming. Okay, he's a guy. It's a guy. Okay, Sandro Botticelli was one of the greatest painters of the Italian early Renaissance. That's cool. Born Alessandro di Mariano di Vanni Filippi in Florence around 1445. So there's no way that clipping is from 1445. So who knows about that? Maybe that's like a French. It looks like French clipping or something, or Italian, maybe. I guess. Let's see. He became famous for his graceful figures, flowing lines, and poetic interpretations of mythology and religion. He trained under the painter Filippo Lippi and worked under the patronage of the influential Medici family. His most celebrated works include The Birth of Venus. If you want to look these up, I won't read you like a whole ton of this details, but Primavera, the Adoration, Mystic Nativity, and frescoes in the Sistine Chapel in Rome, painted before Michelangelo's famous ceiling. That's really cool. Although his reputation declined after his death in 1510, it was revived in the 19th century by the pre-Raphaelite artists and art historians. Today he is regarded as one of the defining masters of Renaissance art, and many of his masterpieces are housed in Florence's Uffizi Gallery. Okay, that's way cool. That's freaking awesome. Okay. I don't know. I'm still on the fence. I don't know if I'm going to keep that one or not. Let's look up Charles Goodyear next. Maybe he's the one that... okay, let's just see, actually, before I start talking and about something I don't know about. He was so 1800 to 1860, he was an American inventor best known for discovering the process of vulcanizing rubber. So yes, that's what I was thinking, rubber. A breakthrough that transformed rubber into durable, practical material suitable for countless industrial and consumer products. Goodyear was born on December 29th, 1800, so he lived to be 60 years old in New Haven, Connecticut. He worked in his father's hardware business before becoming fascinated with improving natural rubber, which at the time had serious flaws. It became sticky in hot weather, it turned brittle in cold weather, and deteriorated quickly over time. Okay. Let's see. Financial struggles. Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company. That's what I thought. I was like, I bet he's related to Goodyear Tire. It says many people assume Goodyear founded the tire company, but he did not. The Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company was founded in 1898, nearly 40 years after Charles Goodyear's death. The company was named in his honor because his invention made modern rubber tires possible. That's actually really cool. Today, Charles Goodyear is remembered as one of America's most influential inventors. His discovery of vulcanization revolutionized manufacturing and transportation, making durable rubber products an indispensable part of modern life. Okay, so that's cool. It says he has financial struggles. Ironically, Goodyear never became wealthy from his invention. That sucks. He spent much of his life defending his patents and fighting legal battles, accumulating substantial debt. He died on July 1st, 1860, still facing financial difficulties. That really stinks. So he invented that and freaking... let's read this part. In 1839, Goodyear accidentally discovered that heating natural rubber mixed with sulfur created a material that remained flexible and strong across a wide range of temperatures. This process, called vulcanization, made rubber practical for widespread use. Dang, so, yeah, that stinks. Like, he did that invention and probably would have been like a multi-millionaire today at least, but he died with a lot of financial debt. That stinks. But at least he did what he did, and we can appreciate everything that he did today. But yeah, that's a cool, some cool information about Charles Goodyear. I would have thought he founded it, but he didn't. But they named Goodyear in his honor, so that's actually really cool that they did that. That's super cool. I might keep this relic just because that's a really interesting piece of history. So I'm gonna go ahead and sleep. I'm gonna go ahead and freaking put this one in a top loader. Actually, it's hard for me to get rid of these things because I like history, and I would have never known about this guy if I hadn't have pulled this card and just read about it. So that's freaking awesome. That's why these cards, these pieces of the past cards, are way cool, because you get people that you know, like Albert Einstein and Abraham Lincoln and stuff, and then you get people that you don't know, and you get to learn something new. Hopefully you learned something new in this video. Charles Goodyear and Sandro Botticelli. Yeah, that's freaking awesome. Okay, I appreciate all of you guys for checking out the video. Right now on this side of your screen, you are going to see a QR code for Instagram. You just take your phone out, scan the QR code, you can follow me. I will take some pictures of these cards and post them on Instagram. And hopefully I'll pick up a follower or two from this video. I appreciate all of you guys. I hope you learned something like I did. And I hope you enjoyed this Pieces of the Past video. I will see you on the next video, which will be Tuesday. Well, today's August 1st, so we're already in August. That's insane. Okay, have a good weekend. I'll see you on the next video.